Hello, my name is Thea and I'm a training specialist at Tom-Pitt. In today's video, I'm going to talk about printing production labels. The goal of this lesson is to learn what is a production label, how to print production labels in the Tom-Pitt system, and the importance of having the option to print labels for production. In the production industry, labels serve as essential tools for identifying, tracking, and managing products throughout the manufacturing process. A production label contains critical information about a product. These labels are vital for ensuring each item is correctly identified, categorized, and tracked as it moves through the various stages of production and distribution. This traceability is essential for quality control, inventory management, and meeting regulatory requirements and industry standards. By clearly labeling products, the chances of mixing up items, using incorrect components, or shipping the wrong product are significantly reduced. This leads to fewer production errors and higher overall efficiency. Production labels should be used whenever a product or component reaches a stage in the production process where it needs to be identified, stored, moved, or processed further. They are especially important when dealing with complex products that consist of multiple parts or when producing items that will be stored or transported before final assembly or delivery. For example, imagine working in a furniture manufacturing company that produces dining tables. Once all parts for assembly are produced, a production label can be printed and attached to each component. This labeling process helps prevent errors, ensures that the correct parts are used, and further aids in efficient inventory management and tracking. Now let's see how this works in Tom-Pitt. You can print production labels when items are produced during execution. You can navigate to the execution screen through the production domain, selecting the execution icon. At the beginning of the progress bar, you can see a material code and name, which is being produced. When an item is produced, a menu button will appear beside the name. By clicking on it, a window pops up. Here, select the Print tab to print a label. First, choose the production label from the drop-down list. Note that only labels selected on the packaging of the material in the system will appear. In case the list is empty or does not have an option of printing a production label, make sure to assign labels to specific AON codes. You can assign them in the production domain, selecting Management, Materials, and lastly, Packaging. Once you have selected the production label, the next step is to choose a printer from which you want to print the labels. And lastly, input the quantity of labels you want to print. When all the information is ready, select the Print button. A pop-up message, "Print job created successfully," will appear. You can print production labels on the execution screen as many times you need before stopping the operation. And with that, we conclude today's lesson on printing production labels. Let's summarize what you learned in this video. You now know what production labels are, you know how to print production labels in the Tom-Pitt system, and you know the importance of having the option to print labels for production. I hope this video helped, and I will see you in the next lesson.